Okay. This is the Metro Classic 2016 Metro Classic. I'm Ron Fitch. I have Mike Pazick, the JV coach of Linden, and Coach Phil Colicchio. And Phil, a lot of times JV coaches don't get a lot of love, but this guy, he's a brain, because I sat on the sideline and listened to him talk. He's like a basketball savant.
You know, I was a JV coach. As you know, you gave me my first interview many years ago, and Michael, it doesn't absolutely matter. Him and I had a talk yesterday. I think he's a better game coach than I even anticipated. I think he's going to do a lot of the little things for our program to make us a better program. Michael's a very, very good game coach, and he's going to be a really good basketball coach one day. And I can't be more pleased with the hire. He's a young kid. You know, I was a young guy when I started coaching. I think I was 20 years old. Michael's a little older. He's 24, but he does a fabulous job. Our kids have responded to him both on the varsity and the JV. And, you know, I think he's looking forward to doing a lot of our spring weightlifting stuff and our summer coaching. And, you know, the future's really bright for Mike. Mike,
before I get to Phil, one thing I do like, and I watched you, is you're not married to a system. You have in-game adjustments. If a team is struggling man, you'll go man. If a team's struggling with zone, you'll go zone. You're not married to a system. You are very good on the fly.
Yeah. Well, what's key about that is you keep them on their toes, the team you're playing. Because if you start playing the same things, they're going to get used to it, and that's when you want to hit them with something else. And you know, maybe you catch them off guard and get a quick steal or a quick basket. You know, anything could happen when you got the other team on their toes thinking.
Yeah. Now, Phil, how important is it to have JV players who have a high IQ because he teaches them how to play the right way? Now they're coming into your system already ready to be varsity ready.
Yeah, they have to be ready. That's been the key to our success since I've come to Linden. Our freshmen play freshmen. Our JV kids play JV. You know, very rarely only the best of the best, the Desmond Wades, the Tavon Joneses, the Quadri Moores, they play varsity as freshmen. It's really, really special to have, you know, our freshman team with a winning record, our JV competing every year to win the county championship, and then our varsity, team trying to have some success. But our kids need to play levels, and at each level to get better. You know, so many times nowadays kids don't want to hear, you know, I'm a freshman, I'm going to play freshman, or I'm a sophomore, I'm going to play sophomore. And they know if you're coming to Linden, unless you're one of the exceptional kids, you're going to play levels. And that's been the key to our success. We get bigger and stronger, and we get better defensively. And that's a key.
I think everybody talks about Trayvon Jones and Will Phelps. The unsung hero of this team, I think, is Joey Krempe, because I think he's the one of, if not the best on-the-ball defenders. I've seen him take out some of the best point guards in the state, and I wanted to give him some love in this interview.
Joey has gotten better every single day. We all know Joey's coming off a devastating injury. 2 years ago, broke his leg in 7 spots, played football this year. Joey has, every day in practice, every game, has gotten better. He runs our team. You know, he still doesn't have the burst that he did before the injury, but it's getting there. And I look, you know, for Joey to have a great county and state tournament. And you know, he's a leader. He's a quiet leader, but you know, our guys listen to him. He gets everybody in the right spots. And you're right, he's a really good on-the-ball defender. He doesn't get beat real often. He won't get a lot of steals on top, but he contains the ball, which is really, really important.
This team seems like they really play extremely hard. I know this has to be one of your favorite teams because they seem like they just listen to you and they're just focused on being the best. This might not be your best team, but this team really sells out for you.
Absolutely, you hit the nail right on the head. This team, this is supposed to be a down year. We're younger, with Khalif Crawford being a junior. We only have 3 seniors. Didn't have a lot of experience. Graduated 7 guys: Otis Livingston, Juwan Dolbreeze, Josh Carter, James Julius, Quentin Dixon. We graduated an awful lot. These kids that didn't want to hear it. We're going to continue the tradition of winning. These guys, I say this all the time. You said, you know, maybe one of my favorite teams. Every one of my teams that I coach is my favorite team. I don't know if I've ever coached a team that practices as hard as these guys. Day in and day out, they go in there and practice, and they're a great practice team, and that's why they become a great basketball team. You know, you look at where we were from the first game of the year in the Hun game to where we are now. You know, I think it's leaps and bounds. We've gone through our peaks and valleys during the season, but these kids, you know, they never get too high, they never get too low, and they think they can beat anybody. You know, when you're used to winning, good things happen, and these kids are used to winning.
Finally, what do you think it's going to take to win the counties and then win the states?
You know, winning the counties is going to be just like last year. We're going to have to get through Roseville Catholic and St. Pat's. You know, in River Shore, we have a really, really tough first-round game, potentially in St. Mary's if they win out, which, you know, according to the seeds stay the same way. So we're going to have 3 really, really difficult, you know, games against 3 really, really tough opponents in St. Mary's, Roseville Catholic, and St. Patrick's. But you know what? You never say never. We did it last year. A lot of people think we won this tournament as a 7 seed one year. We've lost this tournament as the number 1 seed. So seeds really don't matter. You need to go out there and play. But you know, we know when the ball goes up, our kids are going to play hard for 32 minutes.
Thanks.
State tournament, we're looking forward to it. Like every year, our regular season in our county prepares us for the state tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Today we're playing J.P. Stevens in the first round of the state tournament. But we'll be ready.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.